a minute. All right. We are live. Hopefully you guys can hear us.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Susan, can you hear us?
No.
Shit. Dun, 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 dun.
Someone get unplugged.
Not yet.
This is annoying.
Work. Okay. It's work fine. Can you guys hear us okay? Just wondering if you can hear us. Can you hear us? Right here. Can you hear us? Test 1, 2, 3. We'll find out. Loud and clear. Dan says loud and clear. He can hear us.
All right, brother. We're working. We got it back up. All right, everybody.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. One more time.
Being an entrepreneur, doing what you love, having free time, making great money. But how do you do it? And what do you do? This is the Two Old Bald Guys podcast. Coming at you from California. You're about to find out everything you need to know to be an entrepreneur getting into the solar panel cleaning and pressure washing business. We've seen it all. Having been in the business for 10 plus years, we'll help turn your businesses from zero to millions in a very short period of time. Let's have some fun while doing it. This is the Two Old Bald Guys podcast. And now your hosts, Henry Sanchez and Mark Sullins.
Yes.
What's happening, everybody?
Hopefully everybody can hear us this time. Hopefully everything is all good. Give us a thumbs up if you can hear us. That would be cool. Welcome everybody to our podcast. We're doing it an hour earlier this time.
Yeah, hour early. Well, technically, hour and 10 minutes early.
Oh.
We come in a little early, guys. So Dan Downey, Spotless Solar Experts, all you guys that are logging in, thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Today we have a special guest. This gentleman is all the way from Rancho Cucamonga, California, for those of you who don't know. His name is Gordon Taylor. Gordon has been one of my longtime customers. A few years ago, we got him a trailer built. Then he changed from a trailer to a box van, and now we just finished his van up. With no delay, let me introduce you, everybody, to Mr. Gordon Taylor.
Let's get him in here.
Come on in, Gordon.
All right. Welcome.
Get Gordon a headset on and get him up here rock and rolling.
There we go. So Gordon has a business.
Yes, he does. His business is called Grime Getters. And we'll let Gordon do a little bit of the talking. So, Gordon, what all areas do you service?
Mostly just the Inland Empire. I do go down to the beaches and do some of the big houses down there.
Mm-hmm.
But
What do you do?
Pressure washing.
Yeah, so
I don't do the solar cleaning much. I do more of the pressure washing. My main customers right now happen to be auto dealerships.
Nice.
I have 4 of those going, and
so you're doing a lot of commercial businesses and so forth.
Yes.
Awesome. How did you get started on that, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, I started detailing. Let me see, back in 1985 when I was 14, and my dad got me into it. My dad's always been into cars. He was a pinstriper.
Oh, okay.
And he did it freehand, and he taught a lot of people. But growing up around cars, I just fell in love with everything to do with automobiles. And so at 14, I started detailing. At 16, I actually made a company with a friend of mine and did that for the longest time. I moved out of California for a few years. Then I moved back and basically took all my customers back.
Nice.
And so I basically did detailing for about 35 years.
Oh, wow. So do you do pinstriping?
Nope. No, I was too.
That's a talent right there.
I was too impatient for that. So you got to have a lot of patience to be able to learn it.
Nice.
Let me give you guys a little 411 on Mr. Gordon. I'm a very anal person when it comes to doing bills and detailing it and fine tuning it and all that stuff. Well, when I built Gordon's trailer, I did my touches to it, how I do everything. And then the next time Gordon come back to see me, he had completely redone everything on that trailer, except for where we mounted the equipment. And I'm like, oh my God, I have found my match. Somebody just as bad as anal as I am.
That's why I detailed for so long. But
Yeah.
Wow.
the whole reason why I got out of detailing is I couldn't physically do it anymore. My shoulders are gone. I've had shoulder surgery. I've had 3 wrist surgeries. It's just bad. But with the pressure washing, especially the commercial stuff that I do, I use the service cleaner a lot. So I'm more pushing. And when I rinse, it's down here instead of up above.
Gotcha.
When it's up above, that's where my shoulders start going. And I wash my own car, but I get about halfway through and I'm already sore. So I would love to do detailing again, but it's just too painful.
You have guys working for you?
With the pressure washing, yes, I do. I
Oh,
have
okay.
a couple new people actually. They just started last week.
Okay.
Couple of them that I had before ended up leaving, going to school.
Yeah.
So they, out of the area. So now I got a couple new people.
What do you think the hardest part about, hiring somebody new? What do you think is like the hardest part for you in this business
nowadays?
Yeah.
Well, first finding somebody that wants to work.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the people that don't have jobs out there, not everybody, because there's reasons for everything.
Right.
But the younger ones, a lot of them, they don't have jobs because they don't want to work.
Right.
Or
no
because
motivation
they don't have to
and no
work,
drive,
or it's too hard for them. So that was the biggest issue with the detailing company. Is I went through employees all the time.
Mm-hmm.
They'd start, washing cars, that's easy. Detailing cars, that's so simple. 2 weeks later, they're like, oh my gosh, this is the hardest thing I've ever done. I'm like, it's hard work.
Yeah.
And so they'd either quit because it was too rough on them, or right away they're like, I want more money. I'm like, no, you got to learn everything first.
Right.
Once they start learning, and I can have them do, where I don't have to worry about hovering over them and making sure they're doing it right, then I'll pay them more. But I'm not going to, start them out at, $50 an hour or whatever. But with the service cleaning, there's definitely more profit involved than detailing. But the good thing about that is because now I can pay people more and try to retain them as an employee.
Mm-hmm.
That's my whole goal, is to have, multiple people working, 1 or 2 people running it, where I'm not having to do the work anymore, physical work. I'm out there checking on the customers, making sure everybody's doing what they should be doing.
And that's what I feel like you should be doing, right? You're the boss. You go out there, you get to work for these guys, you set up the appointments, you get all that and let them do all the hard work, and and hopefully everything goes smoothly.
Yeah. And that was the problem with me with detailing. I was so into it that I couldn't not do it. So there were times, I've had lots of surgeries, but I'd have a knee surgery, and I would come to work 2 days later, and I said, well, I'm just coming just to be here, so I'm not bored at home. I'd get out of the van with my crutch and start working. And they're like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I just can't keep my hands out of it.
Wow.
And that's why, another reason why I had to sell a business instead of having somebody else run it. It's not the same when you have somebody else running it, when there's stuff so detailed, like detailing. Obviously pressure washing isn't so detailed,
right?
Which is a good thing.
Yes, it is.
It is detailed.
Well, not like I
guess you can say they're very nitpicky when it comes to their vehicles, and and pressure washing asphalt or concrete, or I don't know what you guys do, but I would imagine it's probably.
Well, when you're in the pressure washing game, every time I go out, like if me and my wife go out to dinner or go shopping, I look at shopping centers, I look at restaurants, I look at retail stores. I see everything.
You look at opportunities.
I look at spills. I look at gum everywhere. I look at the trash cans outside the door that are just nasty. Flies around from soda's being thrown in them. So I see all that kind of stuff. but that's because I'm in this field.
Oh, definitely.
And so my wife is worse than I am. She keeps business cards on her all the time. Me, I just do a quick text. I'm like, what's your phone number? I send you a quick text. Here's my business cards.
Well,
But my
people
wife,
lose business cards too.
yeah. And then a text message, you've already got that communication with them. So I've
Yep.
learned that text messaging, if you got everything set up on a text message, you can share your contact and you also send the verbiage. Like I send verbiage with all of my links, my email, my website, my social media. And on that text message, all they got to do is touch it and it goes right to it. So that's the little things that I do when I'm out. But my wife is still old school. She likes to hand that business card and get business. And we still get business that way. But yeah, in the pressure washing world, you see all that. But what I was telling everybody when I was doing the intro for Gordon, when he come in, Gordon started out with a nice heavy duty, I think it was a 7 or 8 foot by 16 foot trailer.
Yeah, 8 by 16.
Gordon followed me and he's seen my black Chevy truck with the dual pressure washers and how I did all the dual systems. So he come to me, he says, I want that on this. I'm like, well, okay. I said, do you realize, what this, kind of money's involved in this? He said, yep, I want it. I said, give me a deposit. Let me start ordering. So I started ordering it. And back in those days, before COVID, you could get stuff in a week or two. No more than 2 weeks, you could have equipment in. Those days are long gone. I haven't seen that for a long time. But we got all Gordon's equipment in. We built him a trailer. He was content with that for a year or two?
Yeah, that was about 2 years.
And then he comes back to me with another harebrained idea. He says, Mark, I'm going to get a box truck and I want to put all my equipment inside of a box truck. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, Seth, we're not getting any younger. So you want to climb in and out of a box truck to get to your equipment. He said, yeah, I'm going to put out the hose reels underneath the bottom of it. That way, I don't have to, get inside. I just need to go in there and crank it up and go outside and put my hose reel and go to work. I'm like, whatever the customer wants is what he gets. So let's build it. So we got everything built. We transferred everything over from the trailer to the box truck. How long did that last?
It didn't last long enough. No, I built that. Let me see. We built that last October, November.
Yeah.
Yeah. The biggest issue with that is when I purchased that, I knew what I wanted, and I went too big. And the problem back then was this was during COVID, but from the are we there?
Yeah,
We're here.
It was like the peak of it. And so new cars, used cars, everything were hard to find. So when I went to a place that has a lot of commercial stuff, they didn't have many vans or trucks or anything. And the ones that I wanted were like 300,000 miles and they wanted top dollar for them. And I'm like, no way. So I found an F650 with a 8 by 16 box, which was, what do you think? That was 8 or 9 feet tall. So it was huge, but it worked. And I got everything in it just like I had on the trailer. The issue was I'd never purchased a big vehicle like that. Never knew anything about that. Start finding out I need to have a DOT number. If I don't have a DOT, you can get in trouble. I got to do my daily, my weekly, and my monthly logs and everything. I'm like, this is not good.
Wow.
So now you can go to a dealer. I mean, there's some dealers out there that have 200 or 300 vans. And so I found not even for one of those, one of my friend's dealer, I found a 2019 Ram ProMaster 2500. And I, for the longest time, didn't think I could fit my stuff in there. And Mark was telling me about his van, the Transit. What is it? The Transit?
Oh, the Ford Transit, the new one?
Yeah, the one that we just did the rebuild on a few weeks ago, the Ford Transit Connect. The little bitty miniature Ford van.
Yeah.
When he first told me he was going to build that, I was like, yeah, dude, no way. I'm like, that thing's dinky. And he gives me a call. He goes, Gordon, I want you to come see it before I release it. I'm like, all right, I'll come right down. So I came down and I was just like in awe going, wow, how did you do this? And so right then I was like, I'm going to get a van.
Nice.
And I didn't want one that small.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, it's perfect now that I got this and it's all set up. You'll watch his YouTube or his Instagram. He's going to be posting that pretty soon.
Just earlier, I sent over the rest of the pictures. Kaylin's been doing videos, so Kaylin will be in tomorrow. So Kaylin will do all the posts and videos, and we'll blast you, grind getters and everything. And We'll show Gordon's van. So Gordon has the same identical equipment as I got in my little Transit Connect, minus the electric hose reels. He's still got the manual crank hose reels, but he's got 4 hose reels, 3 pressure washers, 2 big tanks. But it's a half ton.
It's a 2,500. So
3/4 ton.
I'm not sure what that is in the van situation.
Three-quarter. Yeah. 1,500, 25, and 3,500. So you got a 3/4 ton. But it's a high top. You can stand up in it. You can walk around in it.
Yeah.
And he's still got plenty of room in there.
Yeah,
But,
there's a lot more room left that I thought there would be. And so yeah.
When I was fabricating everything, I really try to make everything fit, bang for the buck, and get the most utilized you can out of everything. So, but yeah, it turned out nice. I like it. I'm a little beat up from it. Worked all weekend fabricating welding on that thing.
Oh, so you were working all weekend.
Yep, I'm burnt out. But
There
it's
you
all
go.
good. That's what it's about. If you're not out there working, you're not out there making money.
That's
You gotta
right.
Get out there and work.
That is
if
right.
you're not making the money, you're spending it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that is true too.
But yeah, but the van turned out nice. I'm very impressed with it. I like it. And hopefully Gordon likes it.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I can't wait to work in it tomorrow.
Yeah, he tried
Tomorrow will be my first day with the new van.
Oh,
It's
very
gonna be
nice.
Perfect.
He called me where we talked last night, and he was wanting to come early this morning. I'm like, nope, you're not coming till I'm done, because I know how he is. He's just like a knucklehead, like I am.
Oh, I'd find things for him to do.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just want to get it done, and then you can come and we can nitpick and do all the other stuff.
But you got to admit, the things that I do, you're like, yeah, that's good.
Oh, whatever.
No,
Here we
you told
go.
me. You
Here
told
we
me.
go. He's trying to pick stuff out of me. He ain't
No,
getting
no,
nothing out
no.
of me. But if anybody that's watching got any questions for Gordon, want to know anything about the pressure washing world, how he does things, his tricks, his remedies, his little secrets, if he wants to reveal them, type it up in the message board, and we will be more than glad to let Gordon answer these questions before he gets out of here.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Dan Downey. Dan Downey and Spotless Solar Experts Incorporated. Thank you for being a super duper fan also there, Spotless. Appreciate that. And yeah, so
Well, there's one thing that I forgot to mention. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but from the detailing, when I was doing the detailing, I started, probably the last 10 years of doing it, I started having a lot of customers say, hey, you got a pressure washer. Can you do my driveway? Can you do my house? And so I was like, yeah, we can do it. Now,
nice.
back then, being a detailer, I didn't know about surface cleaners and things like that. So I was just using the wand, and it took forever, and then you got to worry about making the lines and stuff like that. So then you'd have to clear those out. But when I started seeing Mark stuff on Instagram, that's when I was like, oh, so those things actually do work, because I'd seen them, but I'm like, it's just a gimmick,
Wow.
and so, yeah, it's definitely a game changer with those surface cleaners.
Nice. I haven't worked with the surface cleaner myself, but that's not my business. That's not what I do. But it's interesting. There's a lot of people that are actually in that business doing that.
She can't hear Omar from Petra.
Petra Shred to you. Yeah, they're out of Santa Maria, California.
Nita's telling me that nobody can hear again.
You can't hear again?
What the heck is going on with our sound?
Can just let us know if you can hear us.
Dan, can you hear us?
Yeah, just put it in chat. Just make sure that it's all good. But you should be able to hear us.
Can anybody hear us?
Yes,
we're good.
yes, we're good. Champion says yes, we can. Petra says yes, sounds good. Everybody says good. So
Well, my wife is saying, "Here we go again, flop."
Hey, tell her to turn the volume up. That's
yeah,
probably
turn the
problem.
volume up
Or she's
there,
got it on
Anita.
mute.
There you go. We have to play her intro again. Maybe she'll have that. Never know. Sounds good. Everybody can hear, so that's good. Yeah. Hi, Omar and Petra from 805 Solar Clean. Champion says yes, we're good. Spotless sounds good. All right.
All right, so everybody can hear. We're good. We're not sitting here just talking to Gordon, and everybody's looking at us like, "What are these fools doing?"
Yeah. What are these two old bald guys doing?
Good deal. But yeah, like I said, for all of you that are watching, if you have any questions for Gordon, he decided to stay for a little while and come up and join our podcast so we can so we can go over what his build and everything else. So
There you go. So something important over there?
yeah, she said, yeah, I was trying to see what was going on. My wife said
Oh.
she can't hear. I don't know what her problem is,
I don't know.
but everybody else can hear, so we're good to go.
I think she's tuned you out so much in the years that she can't hear you.
Maybe
anymore.
that's what it is.
I don't blame her. I try to tune my own stuff out every now and then.
That's right.
Carla hooked us up with the Hydra Cleaner bot. Super excited. Awesome.
So you must be the recent contestant that just received their robot. We heard that Carla sold one of the robots. We just didn't know who it was. So Petra.
Petra Shred to you. Yeah, she
Yep.
thinks she's out in Santa Maria,
Right on.
where I grew up. I grew up in on the Central Coast there. Awesome. Boy, phones are
going off around here.
Going off today, and what can we do?
Oh, for everybody that has been waiting for their brush, that's got their skid here ready for pickup, today I picked the brushes up. I have not gone and notified everybody yet. Literally, they just come in and we got everything plumbed together. Got all the posts put together, the ball valves put on them. But I got to go down and put the invoices on them and start texting you guys and letting you know that your brushes are ready for pickup. So the order just did come in today, and I think Henry was down taking pictures and video.
Yeah, I actually going to be putting it on the TikTok page, and you'll see all the brushes that came in that they're doing, modifying those brushes, along with all the polls and everything that we have. We did take a video of that, so look out for that on our TikTok page, and you'll be able to see that. We'll put that on there today.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna post it on.
We'll blast it everywhere.
Yeah, we'll blast it on TikTok,
Yep.
Instagram, YouTube.
Yeah. Purple and Gold from Los Angeles. What's going on? How you doing there, Purple and Gold? Hello, guys. What certs do you need to get into the pressure washing business in California?
Certifications?
Is there any type of certifications that you need, or
you just need to get your business license first? Get your fictitious business name, then go get your business license, and then get your insurance.
Yeah,
once you get your business license, I just had a customer call me the other day and like, well, where do I go get my business license? That's City Hall. Go to City Hall. Once you get your fictitious business name, then go to City Hall and get your business license. And then insurance. If you're in California, I can help you with insurance. I have my guy, Henry uses him. Ulysses to take care of you. He'll get you squared away with that.
Most commercial places, they want a $2 million liability insurance just to protect them.
Yeah, we talked about that. $2 million minimum for commercial insurance. Auto insurance is up to $1 million. A lot of these big corporations are asking for that as a minimum.
Yep.
So if you want to do any type of business with, Fortune 500 companies, what have you, those are the requirements that they're going to ask for. Also, workman's comp, and also you're going to be needing a few other things that COI that they're going to want you put them on their insurance and so forth.
And don't forget to insure your equipment. Most insurance companies do it as an inland marine policy, and that'll cover not only, because your vehicle insurance is going to be different, or your trailer. So everything, like say you have a trailer, van, box truck, whatever, everything that's in it, you insure with your inland marine.
That policy is called a special endorsement. And you got to make sure that you have that special endorsement for any equipment inside your vehicle. I learned that today, as a matter of fact, when I was talking to my insurance company today.
Yep.
Unfortunately, somebody hit the back of my van. I had to go get it fixed, and it's in the shop right now. And one of the things that we did talk about was supplemental insurance, everything protected inside and so forth. If you don't have that,
and they steal your van, they'll cover your van, but they'll say, sorry,
you're not covered for the equipment inside. So make sure you have that special endorsement or ask for it. It is going to be extra with your insurance company, most likely.
Oh, yeah.
But make sure that you do have that, and make sure that you are covered for all the stuff you have inside, because honestly, that's probably a little bit more than what the vehicle usually is, you know.
Well,
time?
this is what I do with mine because our equipment costs so much money and prices keep going up on everything. So with my insurance company, I've got what you call all inclusive. So I pay a lot more for my insurance, but I give them a price. So like if I got a $250,000 truck, if something happens to that truck, I want a $250,000 check. But I pay more for my insurance. I'm a little bit different than everybody else because that's my bread and butter. That's what makes our puts food on our table and pay our bills. I want to make sure if something happens to that truck, I can afford to buy another truck and get the equipment and get it built. So I always give a price to my insurance company, and they don't have a problem doing that. They charge me for it, but with the way the world is, living in California,
Yep.
you got people on their phones; they're not paying attention. So if you got a brake check, traffic, checks up, person behind you's not paying attention, they're looking at your text message. Next thing you know, they rear-ended you.
Yeah.
So you've got to make sure you keep good insurance on your vehicle. If you can afford it, get the all-inclusive. Whenever I sell a piece of equipment, a skid, a brush, whatever, I give you a copy of your invoice. You show that to your insurance company. You show them how much all your equipment costs. And whatever it is, if it's $10,000 for the equipment, add $2,000 to it because in 2 years, that equipment's going to go up. You want to make sure you got a little bit extra money on there.
So
Special.
Mark,
Go ahead.
Sorry, with the all inclusive, do they don't I just lost my train of thought. They don't devalue anything or
There is
depreciate.
no depreciation.
Yeah, that's what I had to have a special one for my inland marine.
Well,
Yeah.
So there's no depreciation because, in a year, they'll say, oh, it's only worth half what it is. And it's,
Right.
If you're treating your equipment right,
Right.
doing your oil changes and everything, it'll last you a while.
Especially with COVID and everything, they blame a lot of you not getting parts and stuff for COVID. Things are getting more scarce, and something gets taken off your truck and it's hard to order. You want to make sure you're covered for that.
Definitely.
Let me jump on some of these questions. Big T,
What's up there, Big T?
can you guys design a cover for the J Racing sign brush like the C1000, something that doesn't allow water to splash everywhere?
I think we have that
Well,
already.
guess what, Big T? They do
Man,
have a splash guard for the J Racing Stein, but it only went one way. But the J Racing Stein, you can flip it from either side. One way will push the water, flip it over. The other way will bring the water towards you. Well, I showed them the glitches in their brush that could use a little bit of help when I'm with the splash guard. We want it to be universal. So they redesigned the splash guard. I actually got to see a video of it. I actually got to see it work in action. And all future brushes will come with this splash guard.
guess
great.
what? There were some changes, and
Yep.
those changes were heard.
And they also are doing the end caps now. I just picked the order up today, and they were supposed to be in that box, but when they got shipped over to New York or back east, I believe that location grabbed my prototypes. Because
Oh,
I was supposed to have the splash guard and the end caps, and I want to see them. But Jenny's working on it at J Racing Stein. She's going to find out where they're at and get them shipped over to me, so I can see the end caps. I want to see what they designed. I still put my end caps in the brush. We've been downstairs working on them since I've been back. I got all the end caps put in, got all the ball valves mounted to the adapters. We've already got them hooked up on the poles with the hose through them, and they're ready for delivery.
that was all done today, by the way.
Out there hustling, sweating, getting it done because I know everybody's biting their fingernails, chomping at the bit. They want their stuff, but everything's there. I'm going to try to get it done this evening before I leave. If not, it'll be first thing in the morning. I'll shoot everybody a text message and I'll let you know everything is ready for pickup. And if you got a brush that's ordered that I got to ship, I'll get it boxed up tomorrow and get it shipped.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys for coming on. We really appreciate it and appreciate all the comments here. So just keep, putting them in there. Also, make sure that you guys give us a thumbs up, and that helps us with our podcast and our YouTube channel and everything else. Let's go ahead and go to Purple and Gold. He says, but I've heard that you need to have at least 4 years of journeyman experience to start your pressure washing business.
Purple and Gold, would you please show me where you heard that from? Because I'd like to know who that person is.
I can tell you who that was already. It's probably a training facility that he probably looked at it when he got into it, and he's probably looking at it, and then somebody sure enough said, no, you need to take this course, or you got to take this.
Well,
or-
sounds like a union type thing also.
Yep,
Right.
sounds like a union type thing. All right, listen, guys, it's not rocket scientists. That's why you have these two old bald guys and our special guest, Gordon. We don't mind educating you. We can teach you how to clean and do the job right. You got people out there that are trying to pick you for every nickel and dime they can get out of you. Like me, if you don't need it, I don't sell it to you. If it's something that you need, I always ask you, what is your end game? What are you wanting to do with your equipment? Then what tools you need, I offer you what tools you need. And, when it comes to, bonded and all this kind of stuff, if you're just a sole proprietor, you're out there by yourself cleaning panels, you're a sole proprietor. You don't need all this other stuff. Don't let, social media people will tell you all kinds of stuff. You got to
Right.
be careful what you listen to.
And this is what I talk about when I turn around and I say, worry about your LLCs and your, corporations later, because you don't know if you're going to be making money in this business. If you're going to be making money in this business, then you start looking at that. But that's not until months after you start your business, because it just depends how much you want to hustle, how much you want to get out there and start working. But the fact of the matter is, you need to start making money first before you start spending money. And a lot of guys out there, oh, go get an LLC. It's going to protect you. It's going to protect your family. It's going to do this and do all that, which is all great. But you're a small guy. You're one person just trying to start a business and just trying to get out there and make some money.
That's why
Make ends meet.
you get a good insurance. Like, most of us, we get 2 million. I think in solar panel, you're considered a window cleaner, and I think you only need $1 million, right?
No, 2 million actually.
2 million?
Yeah,
I think it's $1 million with $2 million aggregate.
Yeah. General liability is 1 million, but I have a $2 million policy because I want to make sure that I'm covered when I go into these big corporations, and they ask for that. So
I think what a lot of people misunderstand also is you don't have to have workers' comp or a tax number if it's just yourself.
That's so proprietary.
Yeah. The only time you need that is once you have just at least one employee.
Right.
Then you've got, and then on payroll, you've got to have a tax ID number.
Right.
And then you definitely have to have workers' comp.
Yeah. The federal tax ID number, you definitely want to get that. And workman's comp, I believe there's a form out there that you can fill out for just one person that excludes you from the workman's comp.
Well, they exclude you anyway.
Yeah. Oh, okay. But there are some people that will ask. I mean, the big corporations will sit there and say, well, give me proof of this. And then you have to kind of sit there and explain it. Then they want something in writing. Usually that's where we can go to.
That's part of it. That's part of the corporate world and everything else. But for all you that are out there just cleaning solar panels, you're going to residential and stuff like that, you don't have to worry about all that stuff. Go get your fictitious business name. Go get your business license at City Hall. Get your insurance and get out there and get to work. You're a sole proprietor and go to work. Journeyman and all that stuff. You don't need all that stuff, guys.
Right.
The only thing I've heard about having experience like 2 years or whatever is some insurance companies. They, it depends. There's so many insurances, but some of them will say, well, you need to be in business for 2 years before we can insure you, because they want to see a record of you having insurance with somebody else first. So it's less liability for them. But there are many of them out there that will, pick you up.
Yeah.
Like I mean, this is just an example. I had State Farm. State Farm wouldn't insure me on a new business, even though I've had them since I was 16.
Yeah.
And I had them with my detailing business, but they said you have to have 2 years experience. I don't know if that's a lot of the big names like State Farm, Farmers and everything, but there's so many brokers out there, they can find exactly what company will insure you from the get-go.
Yeah, a lot of them will find a lot of commercial insurance companies for you, and they'll go out there and match that up. Usually when they, a broker will go out there and do that and get that taken care of for you. You have bigger companies out there. Like our guy that we use is excellent because he's able to find us the cheapest rates and put us under the right category, and it works out really, really good. So,
yep. Hey, going to another subject. This past week, we've been shooting out a lot of DMs on my social media to try to get the numbers up on my YouTube, subscribers. For all of you that have done that, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm looking at it right now. 774 subscribers.
What?
I need 200.
What?
and what is it? 226 subscribers. So,
No- wow.
so right now I'm going to shoot up in my message board. You guys copy, highlight this, share it to your friends.
It's in the comment in the
It's in the
chat.
comment chat. Share that to your friends, family, co-workers. Tell them, if they want to watch us, appreciate it.
Going live.
I
Going
need
live.
226 subscribers. We talk about this every week. If we get to 1,000, I think I'm gonna have a big party for everybody.
What? Yeah.
Did I say that loud? Oh shit!
I heard you.
But yeah, thank you everybody. We did the Instagram. I think we went through everybody on Instagram, DM'd them and sent the link. I did get a lot of replies back. We actually went from what? I think
600. It was 600 or something. Before.
yeah, I think it was like 620, 630,
So
but I'm up
in the
to
low
774. So I did pretty good in 1 week.
Wow. About
So,
almost 100.
We're almost there, guys. Get me to 1,000 and you'll hear me shut up. You won't have to hear me no more.
Oh, hear him roar live.
Yeah.
There you go.
But yeah, but for all you that subscribed, that hadn't been subscribed, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys.
Man, oh man.
Well, if there's anything else, just let Mark know. If you have any questions for me, he'll relay it to me. Otherwise, I'm going to take off now.
Oh,
Right on. You're out of here.
All right.
Well,
I
Gordon,
appreciate you guys having me today.
Thank you for coming in.
there you
And-
go.
And thanks for finishing my van in such a quick time.
Susan,
Escort this man out,
would you
please.
please escort this gentleman out of the studio?
Security.
Thank you, Gordon. I appreciate you.
Thank you. All right. Man, oh man.
But yeah, what a crazy week. Gordon, like I told you before, Gordon is one of my guys that is very anal when it comes to his bills. He's like me. He pays attention to details, and we appreciate him as a customer. I mean, like I said, 3 times he's come back to me for bills because he sees how we build it. And I do this for each and every customer, each and every skid I build. I build all of my stuff as it belongs to me because I enjoy what I do. I want to make sure it's going to run and be functional and it's going to last you a long time. And that's just me because my wife is in the comments right now. You can ask Anita. I am a weirdo. I can't sleep at night when I got a project on my mind. This morning, I'm here. I was up at 5 o'clock because I knew I had a few little details to do on Gordon's van before he come today. And it's just, I get it on my brain. I can't sleep at night. It's on my brain. I'm a weirdo, but I want to get up and get it done. And it's not the compensation. It's just seeing the customer's face because when he come in and he opened up the van, I'm sitting there watching him. The smile on his face, he's looking at everything and he is enjoying everything about it. And that's what I get out of. That's how I get paid back, watching people's reaction when they come to pick up a skid or their equipment. That's what makes me enjoy getting up every day and doing what I do. So it's like you've heard this comment before. If you love your job, you've never worked a day in your life. It's not work if you love what you do.
Absolutely. West Coast Power Washing Services. Thanks for chiming in. Thanks for being a super duper fan also. Good evening, guys. Question. I have several of my customers that have 3-story buildings with solar. Will your pump, will it lift that high? Thanks.
All right, let me answer that question.
Okay.
Pepperdine University, I have 7-story buildings that we go up and clean buildings, wash windows, everything. All of my skids I build with a 300-foot hose. I'm going 7 stories up, guys. It pumps it with no problem.
Are you talking about the pressure washer pump?
Without a
Oh, the
doubt.
pump?
Yeah, the pump off the pressure washer.
Oh, yeah, easily. I mean, I hook up 600 feet of hose and I have plenty of pressure coming out with 600 feet of hose. And that's working on a 2-story, 3-story commercial building. No problem at all. But great question.
Boy, my wife is sucking up to me.
Man.
In the comments, Phil, if everybody reads that, perfection, great quality to have when you own your own business. My wife wants something. I'm scared.
There you go.
No, thank you, babe. I appreciate it.
Awesome.
But yeah, to me, I look at it as, I'm a nuisance because I'm so goofy when it comes to stuff. It's like my shop. Everything has to have a place. If I go behind Jeff all the time, picking up stuff, putting stuff back where it belongs and everything. But yeah, that's just who I am. I call myself a weirdo all the time, but it's just enjoying what you do, because when you build it, you get to step back and look at it and say, wow, I built that. Look at that.
Yeah.
Going down the road, like me and Anita would be going down the road and I'll see a truck, a van, a trailer. I'm like, oh, I know that one. I remember when I built that one.
Right.
But now that, we've been in this business now for 13, going on 14, I think, years, you see a lot of the equipment that we built over the years. And, we see it out here on the West Coast driving around, and I'll see it, and it just gives you pride inside.
Yep. That's definitely for sure. I've noticed it in the solar panel cleaning business, and where we started out, and there was very few companies out here in Los Angeles. Now there's tons of companies out here that are trying to do it. They're trying to, clean solar panels and so forth. You just got to be really careful, make sure that they are insured, and get up on your roof and no problems arise. So, but yeah. So, how was your week? Your week was pretty good.
Crazy busy. Trying to get everybody taken care of. The ones that were coming and pick up the skids, that were picking up the previous order of brushes. Now I got to go through it again. I still got skids out there with invoices on them that the customers were waiting for the brushes to come in. So we'll start taking care of them the rest of this week and get their skids and brushes to them. I've already got another order placed on brushes, so another round of brushes coming in.
How long does it take you to get the brushes in?
It's starting to take longer and longer to get them.
Okay, so
and I'm increasing. I think every time I do an order, I increase it, by 2, 3, 4 of each size. But it's got to where now they're telling me mid to late November for my next order.
Yeah.
Back when I first started with Jay Racenstein, I look back at my order. My first order was March the 31st. I just actually looked yesterday. So it was taking an average 2 weeks for me to get my orders. So now it's getting further and further apart. Rumor has it there's issues over in Europe. There's issues over there with the economy, with people and everything else. So they're probably having problems in the factory, just like us over here. I will be forewarning you. I've already been warned yesterday when I talked to Jay Racenstein. Prices went up because of Italy and everything else. They've tried to raise the price. I've been trying to battle it and keep the prices down, but it's coming, guys. It's coming with, Jay Racenstein. It's coming with Realcraft. It's coming with the Honda engines. I've already been notified there's more prices coming. Wages have increased. That has a big factor on it. Metal's still about the same. I thought it was going down, but the metal's the issue as well. So just be forewarned, we're not out of the price crunch yet, everybody. I'm dealing with it. I keep still trying to fight it. I try to increase my orders and order more quantity if I can keep the prices low. But they've done said, Mark, we can't do it no more. We got to raise the prices. So it's coming, guys. So I'm going to do a little bit of modifications on the skids. I'm also going to start adding the ball valves to every skid that I sell. We already do the hard water adapter. I'm going to start adding the ball valves to it. And then that way, if you do a foam cannon, we can add this little piece right here. This is the piece that goes from a 1/4 inch to a 3/8 plug. And you can screw that into your foam cannon. So if you buy a foam cannon and you need this piece, we can add that as well.
Very nice. Very, very nice. Anita Sullins says, how was your week, Henry? My week was great. I had a great week, and I enjoyed myself. Went to Las Vegas and spent some time up there. And
fruity drinks.
I did have fruity drinks. I'm gonna admit, but I also had very nice meals, and yeah, it was awesome. I hate to come back to work just because it's work, right? But you go out there, you have your fun, and then you're back in business.
I'm over here sweating, building a van. I worked all weekend welding. Henry's over there drinking his fruity drink.
Well, honestly, I couldn't, and I'm going to be truthful about this. I couldn't really do a whole lot with my van in the body shop. So it gave me a little break. I was able to, at least spend that time. The phone calls were still coming. I mean, even when I was in Vegas, I was still setting up appointments and giving those out to other people. But it just continued on. So I'm still getting the phone calls, and that's very nice, even though solar panel cleaning is going to start slowing down for a lot of people. And you're going to have to know how to go out there and advertise and do your thing. But you they just keep coming in, so same thing I'm sure with pressure washing. Those even they don't care what your problem is, right? It's I want my solar panels clean. I want, pressure washing done. It's gonna it's just gonna continue.
You
And
know,
so
we've been getting calls like crazy now that the COVID is technically over. We're getting a lot of the corporate people coming out doing job walks for like the Costco's, the Vons, the Albertsons, and all them.
mhm.
And they only normally give us like a day, the most 2 days notice. And then, here we are. We're having to move the schedule around to accommodate everybody so we can get the places cleaned up before they do their big walkthrough and everything. So we've been busy doing that as well. It's every day. It's like we're in the circus. We're juggling balls, trying to get the schedules done.
Yeah. Welcome to the corporate world, right?
What is this? Susan, welcome back, Henry.
Hmm.
Welcome back.
Well, thank you,
Carla.
Susan Covarrubias. Wow. So, for those of you guys out there that are just starting in this business or just getting into the business itself, it's a great business to get into. It's something that you guys should really look at, especially starting it. But, you know, uh, don't come to me and sit there and say, I want to get into this business, or they come or come to Mark and say, I want to get into this business, but I have no money. Okay. And let's talk about that. Let's talk about, let's be real about this. When you're getting into a new business, um, you have certain expectations, you have certain things that you have to do. But I would be lying to you if I sat there and said, yeah, you can get into this business with very little money and make money off of it. You probably can't. You'll probably go out of business just because there's a lot of competition. And so, what do you think about that?
Business, when it comes to the money, people see, the job scope that we do. They see all the notoriety that, we do with the business. We see the customer clientele. Solar panels is growing like crazy. But when it comes to people getting started up, I have customers that actually say, look, Mark, can I do like a layaway plan? I'm like, okay, what do you want to do? Well, I want to, like every week, I want to give you some money until I can get enough to where I can pay the skid off, and then you can give me a skid. Anita and I, we help people out all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a loan agency. I'm not a bank. I don't mind doing the layaway plan, and you'll put a deposit, and we'll send you a copy of your invoice where you did a deposit, and how much you paid down. I do that for a few of my customers now. But there are companies out there that will give you loans if you're got bad credit, or if you just trying to get a loan. You're gonna have to be careful because they're gonna tax you on that interest rates.
Yeah.
So you got to be careful with that. I've asked customers, do I finance? I've had a lot of companies that wanted me to, help them get customers and do the financing for them. But then I asked them what their interest rates are, and I won't do that to my customers.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
There's a lot of companies out there, even when you're in business itself, they want you to, apply for a loan. They want you to do this, and their interest is extremely high. But there are programs out there that you guys can probably look into, government grants and so forth, that you can look into. The SBA, a Small Business Association, they do have their loans, 20 years, 30 years, you pay that money back. But there's other options for you to, to look at. There's many ways. You just got to know how to
Yeah,
do it and figure it out.
veterans, if you're a veteran, you're trying to get into
There you
this, the
go.
VA will help you out there. VA will help you out on home loans, on business loans. The VA is there to help out the veterans. There's other agencies out there. You just got to do your research. Search. Go online, Google, and use Google. Let that be your search engine.
Right.
Type in, where can I get a loan?
Yeah, it's just like you guys now. I mean, you're coming here to YouTube trying to find out information. This is what I tell people. So, you go to YouTube for, information. You go to Facebook to, socialize with friends. You go to Instagram to, look at posts, and, every um, outlet has something different for you, where you can find this information. And everybody has their favorite, right? Everybody has, Instagram or TikTok or Facebook or, whatever. But YouTube, I've been on YouTube for a long time now. And, doing the podcast here on YouTube, I love it just because, it gets out to a lot of people. And believe it or not, I do get a lot of people that do call me and say, "Hey, I saw you on YouTube. What do you charge to, clean solar panels, or what do you charge to, do bird proofing?" There's a lot of stuff that I get just from my free advertisement here on YouTube that you guys should be, doing the same thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
do your research. That's your search engine. Do your research. We can only help you so much. We do this every week because throughout the weeks, like if I do sales, I let everybody know about our podcast, and they get out there and they start doing the business, and then all of a sudden they run into a roadblock. Well, what do I do? How do I do this? Advertisement, talking to their workers, like. I talk about the spreadsheet, how you keep up with the spreadsheet of your jobs that you've done. So I got a lot of customers that want that spreadsheet. I just had one this past weekend that come in and picked up the skid, and they spent probably 2 hours talking to me.
Wow.
So I don't mind helping people out. Henry don't mind helping people out. That's what we're here for.
Not at all.
The whole thing is, we do get repetitive. We say the same thing over, but technically we're family. We want you. We want to see you grow. We want to see you. Be productive with your business. We don't want to see you fail. So we don't want to see you give up. You just got to get out there and hustle, and you will make it. You'll be fine.
Yeah. I mean, this business has a lot of opportunity, and whatever you decide to look at. And Mark and I, we got big things coming, big things. I'm not going to say too much right now, but, this business itself, this industry, there's plenty of opportunity to make money, because the solar panel cleaning business is very untouched. You have tons and tons of solar panel installers out there, people selling you solar and what have you, lots of programs, but this business is untouched. And same thing with pressure washing, I'm sure. It's there. Auto detailing, same thing. There's different businesses that you can really look into. So, Petro Shred for You Incorporated, leases are great too. Expense the monthly payment. Okay, there you go. So, yeah. That's it.
I'm running out.
What are you running out of?
I'm
Oh my
just running
goodness.
out. I'm waiting for questions to come in.
We don't need questions.
Hey, I gotta get something. SEMA is coming up. I talked to Ian the other day.
What's SEMA? Explain what SEMA is for those of you that.
Las Vegas. It is the big car show of the year. SEMA is huge. SEMA has all of your cleaning supplies, your latest and greatest of everything, your prototypes, the whole 9 yards.
Okay. Just
Google SEMA and you'll see what SEMA is about. I got a lot of vendors there that I buy equipment from, cleaning supplies, pressure washing stuff. I go there and see what latest and greatest, because we get to see a lot of the prototype stuff that hasn't come out yet. And sometimes we get a lot of stuff that's given to us. We try it out, we check and see what we think about it, like cleaning supplies, stuff like that. I tell people a lot of times the soap that I sell. All the years that me and Anita's been going to SEMA, I get samples of stuff. I haven't changed the soap up yet. The soap is that good.
Mm-hmm.
But Ian called me from Las Vegas the other day. Want to know if I'm still coming out? Yes, sir, I am. Terry Lynn and Jeff, we'll be seeing these guys as well. We're actually going to go out to some of their jobs. I'm going to get in touch with them probably Monday or Tuesday when I get there.
Oh, nice.
And find out what days and times and schedules, and let them text me their customer's address. I'm going to come out there and we're going to videotape them. We're going to talk to them, show everybody what they're doing. And those are some of my customers in Las Vegas.
I think I'm scheduled to go out there at the end of the month also. So I might meet you up there.
There you go. Come on.
Yeah.
We'll
Nice.
be two bald guys on a roof filming Terry Lynn and Jeff and Ian.
There you go. Those are some of our super duper fans out there. And we're excited to meet you and go out there and work right beside you and see what we can do about, helping your business out.
What did Petra say?
I didn't understand. Petra, we didn't understand the question there.
3-minute elevator speech to everyone.
Yeah. I don't know what that means, but anyways, you can elaborate on that if you like. Yeah, thank you guys for coming on. I mean, we've been having some technical difficulties at first, but we got them pretty much chimed up.
Yeah, I don't know why the volume didn't come on at the very beginning. We've got our new little intro. Henry got an intro for us.
Yeah.
That we play now. So you'll get to hear this amazing intro of us two old bald guys.
Yeah, it is awesome. I love it.
Sergio, hello, Sergio.
Hello, Sergio. Says hello, Henry and Mark. What's up there, Sergio Vasquez? Welcome to our podcast. We appreciate that. I'm interested in finding out if there's anybody out there that knows a little about podcasting, like to pick their brain on that also.
Yeah, we're pretty as green can be.
Yeah.
We make it look easy. It's you start talking like when we have guests on. That's why I told guests, you got guests on, it gives us something else to talk about, because I know you guys get tired of hearing us talk about the same old thing over and over and over. And it's always good to listen to somebody else's prospect, or about their views and how they clean and everything else. So we just got lucky with Gordon today. I do have a gentleman from Dallas, Texas, that was supposed to come this week, but I think he's coming next week.
Okay.
So he's coming back out here to pick up another skid, and he's actually bringing his whole crew.
Oh, so we're going to have a full house.
We're going to have a full house
next week.
I don't know what we did. I don't know what we did to impress this guy, but when you bring your whole cleaning crew from Dallas, Texas, to come to do a podcast with us,
man,
bring it.
That's a long way.
Yeah.
Well, enjoy the flight. When you do get here, we will probably have some special treats for you.
Without a doubt.
Yeah. It is getting close.
Sale.
Petra
says sale.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you sell 3-minute elevator speeches to everyone?
I don't know. That's right. We don't know what you're saying.
Yeah. We try to figure that one out.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for the thumbs up. Really appreciate it. And also thank you to Real Craft up here, or one of our sponsors. We didn't thank them today, and wanted to say thank you for putting out such wonderful reels out there. And Mark is...
Yeah, Todd, one of my sales reps. We got Todd Wesley, Scott, the president at Real Craft. We got Todd supposed to be coming out next week. No, the 27th. He's coming out the 27th. I don't know what day that falls on. If it falls on a Tuesday, I'm going to try to reach out to him and see if Todd can come in the evening time.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
He's got somebody new that they're going to bring out to introduce me. I think somebody over the Western region or something. I forgot who he was. But we'll see if we can get Todd from Real Craft to come in. And I got Dan from BE I want to get in here. We got a few of our vendors that we want to get them in here. Some of them I've talked to, but they get all shy and everything. I'm like, dude, it's just us.
Just us. What the heck?
We ain't like you're in front of a 1,000, 10,000 people.
I don't understand that. They're in the corporate world, right? And they sit there and they talk to people all the time. And then when they get on a show,
they lock up.
They freeze up like.
Except Gordon. Gordon has sat here and talked your ears off all day. Gordon, I knew when I told Gordon, I said, well, if you want to come up and do the podcast today, more than welcome. And Nita's like, Gordon told me that you invited him to the podcast. I'm like, yeah, I know. Here we go.
There you go.
No, I love Gordon to death. Gordon's a hoot. But yeah.
Awesome. You both are doing a great job. Appreciate that. Thank you very much there, Petra. Sergio says, Mark, I sent you an email when you get a chance. Thanks.
When did you send it, Sergio?
Oh, here we go. Now he's going to start looking at his phone live right here on the podcast. There you go. All right. But other than that, so we were talking about insurance earlier, and one of the things is definitely make sure that you guys have insurance when you start your business. Just as important as getting a business account and a bank account. Definitely you want to get that added on. And then payroll. We really haven't talked about payroll or what have you. So It's one of the things that I use is I use a payroll company to pay my employees, and it kind of keeps straight. I don't have to worry about that, so that makes it real nice. I know you use a different program.
I don't know what getting paid is. My wife don't let me have no money.
Oh man, that's a whole different story right there.
And my 98-year-old mother-in-law is watching right now. So ain't that right, Mom? Nita don't let me have no money.
She's like, yeah. That's a totally different story.
Let's see how long it takes her to chime in on the comment board. Yeah.
If you look at his truck outside, you'll understand. If you look at the other vehicles he has, you'll understand he has no money.
No money. I'm broke.
I'm broke. Mirror image solar panel cleaning of SoCal. What's going on? What's up, guys? What's up there, mirror image? Anita Sullins.
Nope.
The wife just chimed in.
I told you it wouldn't take long.
Nope, you are broke. She's the rich one. There you go.
That's okay.
As they should, right?
As long as she's happy, that's all that matters.
Yep. They're always going to take care of us one way or another.
Yep.
So that's a good thing. Petra says to grow your business, talk to everyone you meet. Does not cost anything. Free advertising. You just ask, do you have solar panels? Then you close the sale. Yes. I mean, word of mouth is always a good thing, right? You're always out there. I mean, you pay attention to a lot of solar panels out there now. If you just look around as you're driving or anything else like that, you're going to find out there's a lot of business out there to do. Not just solar panel cleaning, but pressure washing, gutter cleaning, auto detailing, stuff that you can use with your equipment. You can actually do a lot of businesses with the equipment that you sell.
Mm-hmm.
A lot. And
there's a lot of stuff out there, guys. Everything that Anita and I own with our business was free advertisement, just word of mouth. Going out there, doing a good job. The big corporate accounts, going out there and doing a free job.
Yeah.
I get it to a manager's ear, and it's like I said, you guys know me. I'm already anal. I get tunnel vision. I'll go out there and bug the crap out of you. Let me do a free job. I just want to show you how much better I can clean your property and give you an example. And I said, I'm not asking for nothing. Zero. Free. Mm-hmm. Let me just do it. And people will give you that opportunity. All it takes is a little bit of blood, sweat, and tears. Get out there and do the job for free. Show them what you can do, and you just gain a customer. That customer will promote you, and you'll get more jobs like corporate accounts, the big name box stores, and everything else. Go out there and talk to them. Get in their ear. Bug them.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, it takes a lot of hard work. There was one company that I was trying to get into a corporate account, trying to get into for almost a year. And that was for solar panels. And to find out that they actually called me to clean their windows at their corporate store and a distribution center. So I actually answered the phone. And once I answered that phone, we went ahead. We did it for that week. We got it taken care of, and guess what? Got the contract for a big corporation. So sometimes you have to do that. You have to get out there and hustle, and no matter how big that job is, take it. If you can't figure it out, find a way. So Eric Sanderlin says, hello, Henry. I live in Fontana. When can I learn on site from you? Well, whenever you want, buddy. Just give me a call. You got my number. Give me a call and we'll hook up and I'll see what I can do to help you out. Okay.
You know, Eric?
No.
Yeah. Find out if Eric, do you have your own equipment and all that kind of stuff? Where you at? Or are you just looking to learn how to clean? But yeah, give Henry a call and he'll help you out.
Yeah, Eric, if you're in the business and you're ready to have your company, great, give me a call. If not, and you're just trying to, you're picking my brain to figure out if you want to start this business, that's okay too. Just give me a call and look me up. My company is called SoCal Solar Panel Cleaning Company here in Los Angeles in Rancho Cucamonga. And just give me a call and I'll be more than happy to help you out. Just let me know who you are when you do call me.
And for those of you who don't know, we get calls all the time.
All the time.
And I forward work over to people all the time. Henry gets it. It depends on where you're located at, your where you live and all that kind of stuff. So we get calls all the time because we're in the social media world. People see us, they call us and go on my website and ask for work, and we don't mind helping people out.
No, I mean, I do it all the time. Did it all last week. I had to give out a lot of jobs last week, and it's hard for me to give jobs out when I can be doing it myself. But since I didn't have my vehicle and it was in the body shop, and so the phone calls still kept coming in. And I'm the type of person that's going to take the job. I get it done. I'll assign it to somebody and let them have it. And that's what I was doing all week. Even when I was in Las Vegas, I was getting calls at 8 o'clock in the morning, and they were just calling and asking and set it up. And I set it up, had those panels cleaned either the next day or day after, just by giving it out to my competition.
Yep.
And that's what you have to do sometimes.
And it don't end. You can ask my poor wife. Even when we travel, even if it's business or pleasure, my computer is with me. My phone is with me. Even though I'm on vacation and my wife tries to get me to disconnect, I don't disconnect.
That's a hard thing to do, especially when you have your own business. It's a very, very hard thing to do, is disconnect from it.
Well, a lot of people don't realize when you have your own business, you got these big corporate accounts and they want to talk to you. They don't care if you're on vacation. If they call you, it's for a reason.
Right.
But even though I got people in place that can take care of everything, we can always, all it takes is 2 seconds. Answer the phone, get it over with, figure out what they need, call one of my workers, get this taken care of, off to our next event or whatever we're doing.
Right.
But yeah, that's just part of the world, guys. I don't know what disconnect is. I'm so used to doing it. I've been doing it for so many years, to where I can go out and go on vacation, have fun, enjoy my family, enjoy my wife, and do things, but I'm still working while I'm doing it.
Let's educate these guys out here on YouTube. Let's educate them as far as when you give a job out, what do you need? What do you ask? What do you ask from them if they're going to work for you?
If they are going to work for me, then they need to fill out a W-9. We 1099 them at the beginning of every year. In January, we only have, I think, I forgot how many days to get the 1099s out in January. So we 1099 them. If it's somebody that I can give the job to, I will give it to you. But if it's like one of my accounts and we've got a sublease, sub the job out to you, they want to be under our insurance and everything else, and then you put me on your insurance. So you will put me on your insurance as a certificate holder, and we can sub work out to you.
So they have to have their own insurance.
Without a doubt.
Okay. So what happens if they don't have their own insurance?
They don't get a job.
So they don't work for you.
If they get hurt on the job or they damage something, then it's coming out of my pocket.
I see. Unless they have their own insurance.
If they have their own insurance and I'm holding their insurance as a certificate holder, it's just like all of my corporate accounts.
Right. And a lot of corporate accounts will ask to be put on as a certificate holder for the exact same reason.
Yep. It's a domino effect. So that covers you as a certificate holder. You are on your subcontractor's insurance or your vendor's insurance. That way they are covered if you do something wrong or get hurt on the job or damage something or whatever.
Right. Spotless Solar Expert says, whenever you need the help, let me know, Henry. I don't mind helping you out when it comes across on jobs you can't do. I'm insured and licensed. Awesome. But just let me know. Just go ahead and text me if you like, or call me. I'll get all your information. I'll put you on my list. I have quite a few solar panel cleaners, 169 that I can give jobs out to.
Yeah. Yeah. The big thing I'm looking for is people that I need this. I get window cleaning jobs all the time.
Yes.
I've got a vendor that I take care of, one of my HOAs, that call me all the time. They are huge. They are all over California. So I get window cleaning jobs all the time. If there's anybody out there that's interested in this, give me a shout out, give Henry a shout out, because we have window cleaning all the time, interior and exterior.
That's one thing we did not talk about. And so if you are just not an expert at solar panel cleaning, you're an expert in window washing, window cleaning, whether it's inside and out, we'll be more than happy to work with you. We'll be more than happy to give you jobs out there. Because we do get phone calls all the time, especially Mark. He gets tons of people calling him for window cleaning, and these are what 2-story, 3-story, 4-story buildings, even something taller than that sometimes, where you go out there and you are always trying to find people to go out there and get that done.
I'll give shout outs. Darren Brewster. That's one of my customers. I send work to Darren all the time. This is what Darren does. He's already done took care of some of my customers. But we get big corporate accounts. We get residentials. We get all kinds of stuff.
Mhm.
So anybody out there that is in the window cleaning business or knows somebody in the window cleaning business, share my information, share my phone number. Right there it is.
There you go.
Tell them to give me a call, and we don't mind getting you hooked up. We will check you out. We will get a copy of your insurance and everything else. But yeah, give me a shout out. Give Henry a shout out.
There you go. So I mean, we're always looking for people, and you know that's never going to stop. Like I said, the phone calls will continue to come in just because people know who we are.
Yeah. Little change venue. Anybody that sent out an email, I forgot who told me a while ago, Sergio. I will get to those emails in the morning. I've been killing myself on that van, on Gordon's van. I'm burnt out. I'm ready to go home, take a shower, and call it a day. But I will be back in here bright early in the morning, and I'll get all those emails answered and call you if I need to.
Mirror Image Solar Panel Cleaning Company of Southern California says, Mark, did you get the other order of brushes you were waiting for?
Well, Mirror Image, if you had tuned in earlier, you would have heard, yes, I did.
Tons.
Yay! The brushes are downstairs.
Man, there was
Just got back, and Henry's going to do the post. I was out there hustling, getting all these brushes put together. Yes, Mirror Image, the brushes are
there's stacks of them like this that just go up, look like a mountain of brushes, splash guards, poles.
Yep.
You got a big order came in.
Yep.
A big order came in.
So yes, it is in, and it is ready for pickup. I will be messaging everybody tomorrow. You can call me after we get done with this podcast, Mirror Image, and let me know when you want to come in. All
right. Well, I think that's pretty much it for this podcast. We're going on 1 hour and 11 minutes. Is there anything else that you want to say?
Look right here. I'm going to post this right here in the message board. So everybody copy this link, share this with your friends, your family, your loved ones, your kids, your neighbors,
your newborn.
Share this link and tell them to subscribe. I'm only 226 away, and I'm at 1,000.
Do you know how long we've been working on trying to get him 1,000 subscribers? 1,000 subscribers.
Listen, guys, since I did all the DMs and I've been doing this, I get people trying to get me to pay for subscribers. I do not do that.
Right.
All of my subscribers are legit. People. They are. I'd say about 90% of them or 80% of them are in the business. I do not cheat. I don't want to get fake people. But, right now, just to get me over 1,000, your family, your friends, your loved ones, they're not fake. Get them to subscribe to me. And let me get this 1,000 so we can go live with AM Pressure Washing on our podcast and everything else.
If he hits 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to shave his head live on this podcast.
Right on, guys. But listen, thank you so much. Brushes are in. Answer the emails tomorrow. We'll be back again 5:00 next Tuesday. Have your questions ready. If you need anything through the week from Henry, give him a call. If you need anything from me, give me a call. We love you guys. Thank you so much. We appreciate everything you do. We appreciate you tuning in and listening to us and allowing us to try to help you with your business.
And thank you out there, all you super fans out there. We really appreciate that. For those of you that don't know, on my YouTube channel itself, you hit the join button and you can subscribe as a super duper fan. That's what that little spot is right next to their name. They got the little star right there. They are a super duper fan, and we appreciate you and appreciate everybody that's out here and on here. And thank you guys for watching our podcast every week, just about.
Yep.
So, all right. With that being said, we're going to go out to dinner.
All right, everybody.
Let's go out to dinner.
Thank you so much.
All right. We'll see you guys. You guys have a good one. We'll see you.
Peace.
Peace.